All right, we are back in the kitchen. John Contreras and Al Nelson with Nabeel's. The men have put together chicken, cheese, and bacon, and are now on my list of very good friends just for doing that. Well, guys, we're glad you're in the kitchen with us today. Thanks a lot.
Again. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to both of you as well.
You know, put our gloves on and get ready in case the health department is looking at us.
You know, I don't know if they watch our show, John, or if they're afraid to watch our show, but they should want to watch it.
What we got here, we got feta cheese, which is part of the filling or the stuffing.
Okay.
That we do, and we put the feta cheese in there. And there is two kinds of feta cheese. One is the Greek feta cheese, and one is the French feta cheese, and we're using the French today.
Okay.
Take some spring onions, you know, put that in here.
Right.
Put a little bit of granulated garlic, say a little bit of oregano.
Oh, very nice, yeah.
And some cream cheese, so it makes it a little loose so it's not too stiff.
John, listen, you told us the origin of this dish before. I just, off the top of my head, assumed it was Greek, and I was wrong. Tell us where this comes from.
Well, a good friend of ours, you know, a family from Czechoslovakia moved over to Birmingham.
Yes.
You know, back in about 1985, I believe. And they show us this recipe. Their last name is Ruzicka. That's the name.
Ruzicka. Okay.
You know, Czechoslovakia has broken down now to Slovakia and to Czech Republic.
Right, right.
But it became such a popular dish at Nabeel's that we've been doing it every Tuesday.
You know, I'm going to skip over to Al just for a second. Al, just kind of tell our viewers what you're working on with the chicken fillets.
Okay, what I'm doing here is you get the split breast of chicken.
Right.
And it's the leanest part of the chicken.
Right.
And you trim it. And what I did, I just butterflied it.
Okay.
And what you have here is a plastic wrap. You just fold it over.
Okay.
And you take your meat mallet and the indented side.
Yes, sir.
You just pound it. You know, it'll be a lot louder at the house. And then you use the flat side after you do that.
Okay, so you want to tenderize this thing before we get too far, yeah.
And then after you do that, right, you this is what you come up with.
Oh,
and,
okay.
What you do is separate it from the plastic. And after John finishes that, you'll form it in the cheese and roll it like this.
Ah.
And then you put it on the chicken.
Okay.
And you wrap it.
So it's a wrap then. You don't want it to get flat or
no.
It's
going to be
like this,
you form it with
with all the ingredients in it.
Okay, after you roll it like this,
right.
And you want to make sure after you do this right that the I'll show you in a minute, and you want to cut it in half like so.
Okay.
You know, close the ends.
Close the ends. And
John, do you think that and
you put a little olive oil in your gyro pan.
As we watch Al do his thing, is there such a thing as Czech food, or I mean, is that? Is this a Czech dish?
There is
like
something
so.
that apparently this family was
try
doing
to keep the ends closed
they were living in Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
And we were invited to the home one day, and they did this dish, and I was so impressed with the taste of it.
Wrap it
right.
with the bacon.
We started doing it at Nabeel's, and I'm telling you, I'm not making this up. People come from all over Jefferson County Tuesday night
just to have this.
The chicken Ruzicka.
Okay, just to have chicken Ruzicka, which now is named for that family.
Yeah.
And Al is working the outside. So I was going to ask you, Al, do you flavor the chicken? But the bacon flavors the chicken, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And the feta cheese gives the unique flavor that it has, and Philadelphia cream cheese is just a delicious dish.
How did you know, Al, when you made this dish? How did you know that you'd done it right?
Well, after
the first time
you do it is when the cheese oozes out the sides of it.
Yes.
Then you know you got it right.
So we'll take this now and put it in the oven.
Okay.
And
you leave it in the oven.
By a big miracle,
yes.
There comes the cook item.
Well, that is the Talk of Alabama oven, which is a patented oven. We can't describe exactly how we did what we just did, but look at that. Oh, boy. The Diet Buster.
Right.
Fantastic.
I mean, you got to see this. You got to taste it. You know, put a little bit of olive
A
oil
little
on
olive
it.
oil on there.
And I'm sorry about the health department, but I'm going to use my hands.
Okay, I use mine at home too. No big.
And put some fries here.
Okay.
You can see how the cheese oozes out the side. You know you got it right.
Okay, right, and that's what we've got there. Okay, here's what we're going to do.
There it is.
There's going to be some, it's beautiful. We're going to do some tasting action in here in just a little while. But guys, we'll let you hang tight just for a second.